The first thing I want to mention is Overwatch down, Marvel Rivals up. Because Marvel Rivals now, according to reports, has more players than ever. It doubled. According to them, we don't know how rare this is. We need to see the player data. But according to them, this shit has reached 20 million players ahead of their holiday theme launch on Thursday, which is, I expect that to be real. I expect that to true because this game is really a banger. It's a real life banger. Okay? This game is a real life banger. I also should have wiped my mouth before I started streaming. Fuck. I'm just gonna have to lick my lips and hope that's satisfactory. But because this game is a real life banger, because this game is real life peak in terms of like hero shooter, and it has a lot of the elements of what made Overwatch good that have slowly eroded more and more over time, and it's implemented in this free-to-play game in a great and amazing way. But this first thing I wanted to mention, and I wanted to kind of spit on Overwatch's grave a little bit and stomp on that bitch. Actually, matter of fact, let's do a Steam DB check. Overwatch Steam DB. Steam charts, yeah. Let's see how many people are playing Overwatch right now. Because last time I saw it, last time I looked, I checked, there was 1,000. Oh, they got 25,000 people on. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Got 25,000. Let me kill their joy real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Check the connection, gang. Play test. No, this one. I don't know why that was activated days ago. Look at the difference in numbers. Comparison is a killer of joy, and I hope Overwatch dies with my whole heart. Fuck that game. Until they give me a story mode, fuck them.
Get the fuck out of here!
Until I get my story mode,
get the fuck out of here!
I don't want to hear nothing about them. But something I do want to hear about, and that a lot of you probably want to hear about, talk about, converse about, and discuss, is how the director of Marvel Rivals is addressing people's demands for a role queue. Now, in terms of my thoughts on a role queue, I have been over this a bit in a previous video, but I didn't have much of the word of the actual director, which is what I'm going to look for, the actual quote of the director. But mostly what I said in that video, if you want to hear my in-depth thoughts, you could go to that video and watch. And even with more experience playing the game, I stand on everything that I remember that I said. Basically, this game doesn't need a role queue. That's unfun. Part of the fun of this game is the fact that they eroded the need for people to play certain specific roles through the team up mechanic in a good way, and that the way they designed it is more fun, and that some of you want to be GoPro ass niggas need to shut the fuck up. You're never getting past gold, you bitch ass niggas. Shut your bitch ass up. You're never getting that gold skin on your favorite character. Just play the game and have fun. Because I feel like it's too many people wrapped up in the rat race of trying to be the greatest that there ever was at every single game. And it's like, bruh, you don't have to be great at every game. You could be great at a couple games and then just have fun with the rest. Okay? Because a game that isn't fun is a game that nobody wants to play. Because the competitive people end up only playing against competitive people doing broken shit. And then the casual people leave because they don't want to deal with that broken ass shit. And the competitive people get tired because they're just getting steamrolled and dicked down by dumb shit. So it's like, hey, everybody, can we please enjoy this game? Unless you're in a fucking, I'll say it's officially that time. If you don't have a squad to play this game with, don't play this game by yourself anymore. We are at that point where shit like GOATs is actually being re-emerged in this game. Because I was playing earlier today, and a team we was going against, I was in a 4-stat. A team we was going against was using GOATs, and for those of y'all who can actually read and know Wolverine's purpose as a tank buster, I was playing tank buster with Wolverine, and I'm sitting over here beating the dog shit out of Thor. I'm over here skink, schnicket, slink, sneaking the shit out of Thor, and I take down half his health. Then I activate my roar so that I can schnick it a couple times and take the rest of his health. and I die, and this nigga's still at full health. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck is he still at full health? And I just ran over, I isolated him, and then ran over there and pulled a Wolverine tactic with him. Cause Wolverine is a tank buster. Cause some of y'all like don't know how to play hero shooters because either you're young or you're fucking stupid. In either case, you don't know how a hero shooter works. So I find it weird that they made Wolverine a tank buster. Yes, because you would think Wolverine's best like played as a character that just jumps in the middle, schnicket, and crashes out. But his role is what's called a tank buster, which is a character that's specifically designed to kill tanks. When it comes to fighting DPS and healers, they might be able to do that with a couple movement abilities or get sneaking up on them by surprise. But their main job, the main goal, the main thing you want to do with them is schnicket, and jump at a tank, lunge at a tank, isolate them, and beat their ass with the because when you do the schnicket jump, the lunge, and you grab tanks, and during the grab they take damage. During the grab they take damage, and when they land, or if you schnicket jump and you hit them at the end of the schnicket jump, the part where he drops, and like you hit them with the last part, they go into stun, where basically their character falls to the side or whatever and has to take time to get up, and that whole time while they're getting up, you can schnicket swipe them, and it puts you in perfect position with the end of the grab. And the way that they fall, it puts them in perfect position so that when you schnicket slice them, that it does damage still. And like that lunge through the air is supposed to do a lot of damage. Then the fact that you can schnicket them while they're getting up, on top of the ability to do something like pop a roar or get like a damage boost or something, like he's really good at shredding and destroying tanks. So for me, somebody who is playing a character solely to destroy tanks, 1v1ing a tank that's somewhat isolated and losing was crazy. But then a person pointed out that they were playing goats, and that at the last second, they saw what happened at the last second. They healed up the tank and made it so that the tank basically got their full health back, while like my character was spinning around doing dumb shit because I was lagging a little bit. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Goats is really fucking annoying, but it's not impossible to counter, and we ended up winning that match. So this game, I really feel like this game is a test of skill. It does have some of the same problems that Overwatch originally did. I hope that it doesn't go down the same path as Overwatch, because even if you just cared about the gameplay of Overwatch and not so much the lore, gameplay wise, Overwatch is a fucking hellscape and nowhere near as fun as it used to be. The developers of Marvel Rivals won't add role queues since they're focusing on diverse hero selection for team compositions. I agree. What if I want to play a team all healers? What if that's just some shit we want to do? Creative director Big Chen, Big Mr. Chen wants players to continue to freely choose the heroes they want to play. Yes, the team will continue to monitor team compositions and how it can influence Marvel Rivals over time. I more so want to read this in depth for his quote. Guang, creative director Guang. So Big Guang, what did he say? Did not want to limit the hero that players can select with a role queue. Want to maintain the freeders have, and it will continue to monitor, although blah blah blah. Read this shit for no quote, and just to trust me, bro, this is what the nigga probably said, because they don't give a direct quote in here. I did see him say something about this, but they don't give a direct quote in here. So for the sake of what I have on screen, I'm gonna take it on the hop, but I gave you most of my feelings on it, and this is just me showing you. The director himself said, hey, so what is that, Sunshine VT, thank you for the W follow. Go ahead and throw up the V one time for me, and I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else, if you here to chill and vibe, that's cool. If you're here to offer me some art, no, fuck your art. But like I was saying, with the whole role queue situation, like he said he doesn't want to add role queue, and I really hope they don't, because that could really fuck with this game and kill this game. And him saying he has no interest in adding role queue, the game will stay fun for a little bit longer, bro. We'll stay fun for a little bit longer. Yo, what's good, Sunshine? Marvel Rivals confusing use of the term ace. So my definition of ace in terms of like hero shooters is when you basically team wipe, when you kill the whole enemy team. To me, that's an ace. Or like whenever you GG's the entire team, basically, like when you shut down their gameplay. I don't know what that means in Marvel Rivals, and I saw this article and I was about to read it, but I said fuck it, I'll read it on stream because I want to talk about a whole bunch of Marvel Rivals news because that's what's fire right now. Blah blah blah. Make a shooter. You might be familiar with Ace from other games, but Rivals use it differently from what you might expect. The game uses Ace two separate ways. One refers more to a title or status, so you can be an ace, like a number one, I guess. The other refers to a specific gameplay situation. All right, yeah. What does ace mean on the scoreboard? The first usage of ace you'll likely see is on the scoreboard. Check in midway through a match and you'll see one player on each team with the word displayed over their character portrait. Whichever player has the ace term on the team is the one performing the best. Oh, so whoever's most likely to win MVP gets ace over their head. Ace kill. You'll also see the term pop up in the middle of your screen during a match sometimes. It's a little awkward, but ace is also used as the name of Marvel Rivals version of a team kill. So basically, whenever Jeffy ults, he gets an easy ace in the middle of his screen. Let me see. Yeah, whatever Jeff ults, he sees that at the top of his screen. Of course, actively, don't worry, it's not like you have to solo the whole team yourself. You'll be notified that an ace occurred even if you're walking back from the respawn area. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're notifying me that my teammate killed everybody. Bitch, I'm walking back. Like, what? How the fuck does that help me? Easiest way is use ultimates, Jeffy the adorable land shark, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's mostly all I wanted to know. And this is like a 2-second article. Now we know what ace means in Marvel Rivals. But something else I wanted to talk about in Marvel Rivals, and one of the first things that I noticed about this game is this game has cross-play, which is important. Cross-play is more important than cross-progression, but I want to cross-progression so I can play this game on my PC and on my console, preferably on my console, because my little old achy-quaky PC sometimes have problems running this game, because this game is terribly optimized on PC, especially Steam. I haven't tried it on tried it too tough on EGS, but on EGS it worked perfectly fine, so still up in the air. But let's read on further. Speaking with .esports, Marvel Rivals creative director Yang said, cross progression, involves a lot of platform specific rules. We're looking at it and how to solve it. Once the team is ready, once we figured it out, we'll be sharing to everyone, and players will be the first to know. So there's another reason why I like Perplexity. Perplexity AI. What would be some of the challenges a developer would have to face if they wanted to make their game add cross progression to their game? Now let's put it in here. What would be some of the challenges a developer would have to face if they wanted to add, yeah, it did sound like I said pros. Add cross progression to their game. Alright, so damn, they gave us 10 off the dome. But some of them will be data synchronization, ensuring consistent player data across platforms, requires robust synchronization systems to handle discrepancies when players progress. While basically there has to be something that syncs your data so that if you got 100 kills playing on PC, when you go on console it still says you got 100 kills, and if you get 10 more kills on console and then turn around and boot it up on PC, now on PC it says 110 instead of just saying 100. Platform specific, or each platform has unique guidelines, certification processes, and technical standards. Okay, so it's probably like certain tests they gotta pass and certain shit they gotta get vetted for. Creating a unified account system that links player identities across platforms is crucial for cross progression. Basically like how Ubisoft makes it so you gotta sign into your Ubisoft account, or PlayStation with your Activision account, same thing. Performance optimization, that's obvious. UI adaptation, that's obvious. Server infrastructure, they already have that. update management, coordinating simultaneous updates across platforms to prevent version mismatches that could disrupt cross progression. Yeah, that's very true, because if I don't know how to explain this without like not yapping, but I'm gonna try, because I'll be trying to keep some of these explanations down so that I'm not boring you niggas to death. Basically, all right, so let's say, you know how computers operate off ones and zeros. For this example, we're gonna use the numbers 1 through 9 to just make more sense. So let's say there's 9 files in this game, in this game's code or whatever the fuck. There's 9 files that are required to run this game, right? So let's say files 1, 2, and 3 are different, like get changed on a console version, but files 1, 2, and 3 didn't get changed on the PC version. If you want to sync your data across those versions, your data has to account for the fact that file 1, 2, 3 is different on PC and on console, and only affect, let's say this file, this update only affects file 4. If it only affects file 4, then you're fine. You're cool. It's cool beans. None of that other extra shit matters. Your data is going to be fine. You don't have to worry about nothing. But if this update or if this synchronization affects file 1, 2, or 3, then that's going to be a problem, because 1, 2, and 3 are different on PC and console. So if you try and take that console data that interacts with file 2 that's different on PC, it's not going to work right. That's the best simplified answer I could give you. Any simpler than that, and I would be leaving out necessary details. So yeah, that is a thing that they do legit have to worry about, and it's part of like as the optimization process as well, which, as I said, it's a known issue, because when you go on Nexus mods, that's how I started getting my shit to run a bit better. When you go on Nexus mods, there's a mod specifically for AMD computers and AMD fixes. There's also a Skinny Squirrel Girl mod, which some sick fuck made, and yeah, we're gonna leave that at that. And you know what type of niggas made that mod. Security and cheating prevention. Yeah, anti-cheat is important. Anti-cheat is important. Oh my gosh. Ew. Nasty nigga. Is my window open, you nasty ass fuck? Dirty farting ass bitch. Yes, I'm shaming you for bodily actions. Ew. That was disgusting, bro. You ain't give me no whoop, no warning, and none of that. You ain't go whoop, 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 whoop. I'm on the fuck bitch ass. You couldn't say something? You couldn't knock on the door and be like, skirt, skirt, skirt. Let me outside to go for a bitch ass nigga. You couldn't do none of that, gang. Couldn't do. This nigga dumb rule, bro. So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Still better than a cat. Cat would have sat in your lap and just went right all in your lap, and you would have had to get up like, DLC, microtransactions handling, managing platform-specific content purchases, and ensuring they transfer correctly between systems. Yeah, that's another thing, because from what I saw from somebody else's like video or whatever, their stream, apparently your purchases are tied to your account, like on whatever platform. So if you buy it on PSN, it's tied to your account on PSN. Since for now there's no cross progression, I wonder how they're going to handle the transferring of all those purchases and all that data when it goes from just being platform exclusive in terms of your data to cross progression. Legal and contractual issues, yeah, those are some things that they will have to update no matter what. So all right, that's a fair amount of challenges to work through. I saw like 3-4 major things that are big worries. So it makes sense that they'll take their time, that they're trying to take their time to make sure it is implemented properly and as least annoyingly as possible. Once the team is ready, once we figured it out, we'll be sharing to everyone, and players will be the first to know. To be fair, these are some legitimate technical concerns developers have to work through, enable, blah, 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 blah. There's plenty of fun to look forward to. That's them advertising their other articles and shit like that. Don't give a fuck. Marvel Rivals announces new milestone with free cosmetic. Hopefully it is not a Squirrel Girl skin, because, well, actually it's free, so hopefully it is a Squirrel Girl skin. Marvel Rivals has reached 20 million players. The game is giving away a free Galacticus. Bitch! They said free cosmetic. You know what you was doing. Most people would think outfit. Fans who wish to collect the spray need to log into the game between December 20th, 2024 and January 10th, blah, blah, blah. And man, fuck y'all. I thought y'all was going to talk about a new skin that they released. Y'all talking about some fucking bum-ass spray. Yo, eat my beef from both sides. Like, lick both the balls in between and everything. Fuck you, bitch-ass nigga. You know what you did with that title. Marvel Rivals' newest free skin is already a big hit with fans. I think this is the Jeffy skin, which I heard about, but I don't know how to claim or get or anything, and y'all probably wondering too, so I said fuck it, let's go over this information together and talk about how Marvel Rivals fans are thrilled about the free winter skin for Jeffy the Land Shark, as it seems to be inspired by a particular comic book panel. Pairs also will be able to purchase a winter-themed Venom skin, a Santa Claus-themed Grot skin, a holiday Rocket Raccoon, and a winter dress magic during the winter celebration event. Okay, yeah, that's all the shit we read yesterday. What's the comic book panel that is based on? Oh, Gwenpool! Can't wait till she makes it in the game, because she eventually will make it in the game. And if she doesn't, we riot. Okay, that was a cool little thing to look at. Last thing I want to talk about that's kinda Marvel Rivals related is random nigga number 9, Games Radar, made a video of the top 5 shooters of 2024, and I said fuck it, let's watch it and see what's in there. Yeah, I Am Your Beast.
You'd expect
this one. I haven't played it, but this game looks really fucking cool. Like when if I can hit it on a Steam sale or something like that, I definitely will. Excuse me.
Circumstances. Don't be put off by the threat of a small runtime, because I Am Your Beast will
shit, that's a positive to me.
Try Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl.
Don't play broken games. Especially don't play broken games that don't interest me.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6. COD is good this year.
Xbox Game Pass to arrive.
We don't need an explanation on if COD is good. Y'all niggas gonna play COD anyway.
Space Marine 2.
Yeah, this is a high slept on recommendation because I feel like this game is slept on for the simple fact that this is not a very well-known IP versus like Call of Duty. Like nigga, everybody knows Call of Duty. Your grandmommy knows Call of Duty. Yeah, your little brother that was born 7 seconds after yesterday finished, he knows what Call of Duty is. Like, everybody knows what the fuck Call of Duty is. But Warhammer is a very lesser known IP, but the Warhammer community is they're one of those communities on the internet that you will almost never hear of, but if you do hear about them and go check out their community is really fucking strong. They're like their whole community is dead ass like a hidden gem. The one Spanish dance move every nigga from New York knows how to do. Anyway, like I was saying, Warhammer is a lesser known IP. So like Warhammer in general is a lesser known IP. So like if you don't know about it, you'll go, what the fuck is this? But once you get into it, once you give it a try, once you play it, like I'm talking about Space Marines 2, you'll be like, oh, this is actually pretty fucking awesome.
Heavy melee and thunderous gunplay. Space Marines.
Yeah, that's one thing that I hate to be that guy, but that's my favorite thing about Space Marines personally, that they have different ways. Like I love a shooter game with balanced melee gameplay where it feels like you have an equal chance against your foes, whether you're running out there and trying to beat them with hands, fists, sticks, and knives, or whether you stepping back and trying to bust their brains out.
Who breathes new life into the horde shooter model. Huge
that too.
Environments populated by tens.
It's a horde shooter and we don't have a lot of those on the market right now, so they're kind of dominating in that market, not only by quality, not only with quality, but with quantity, because they exist and everybody else doesn't. So
succeeds in scenes of abject chaos. It distills the essence.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy back Helldivers too. I'm gonna get me another copy.
It's undoubtedly the best shooter of the year and one of the best PS5 and PC games to launch this generation.
I could agree with that. I definitely say this is a solid list. Like, especially if you don't know shit about shooters or if you want some recommendations. I feel like it was good they started off the list with a hidden banger. Then they started off with this broken ass game. That wasn't so good, but that was another hidden game that I refuse to call a banger because I've never played or watched footage, anything of that. But Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I'll also say is Another game that's a banger, because usually COD sucks, but this year it didn't suck. Warhammers is fucking fire. That one is low-key a hidden banger, and over time is gonna fade into obscurity until they eventually drop another Warhammer game. And then Helldivers is pretty solid, so it made sense that you put it at the end.